Hello everyone, welcome to week 3 where we're talking about structure and narration. Now many people feel that there are a limited number of deep structures that underwrite most stories and that several different stories can share the same kind of structure. So we're going to be looking at some basic ideas about structure and then at a few more complex ideas and see if they match up to the sorts of stories that we're reading. I hope you're keeping your collection of stories up and collecting a few more as we go. The idea is for you to have plenty of examples available to you. Now the second thing we'll be looking at is narration. Someone has to tell the story. It emanates from a narrative position. We'll be looking at first-person narration and third-person narration and the differences therein. And we'll be looking at something that has become of interest in the last 20 or 30 years in discussions about children's literature, and that's the narration, the relation of power between the narrator and the reader. We'll find there's something called the intrusive narrator, who was present in 19th century texts, disappeared for a while, and in many ways is back with an ironic voice. We'll be looking at other elements of narration, including what's called paratexts, texts that sit alongside the main text and may perform some other functions. So we'll have a little bit of a look at that. The last thing we do this week is to look at some tools of literary analysis. So we'll be looking at forms of language that you can find particularly in literature for children, things like onomatopoeia and alliteration and assonance and metaphor and simile and so forth, just so you've got those words at your command to use when you're analysing the written word. Okay, I hope everything's going well. There are another 2 discussion boards for you to do. I'm keeping you busy, there's no doubt about that. I hope maybe on the horizon you've got a shadow of interest in the major research project and you've had a look at topics there, maybe have a thought as to what you might do. Okay, this is Red Panda signing off for another week. Have a good one, and we'll see you in future weeks.